Demonic Angel, slowly finishing up the tarot, the Rider-Waite deck, and here we go. Three of Cups, and I really like this one a lot. Actually, it's just one I drew, and it just brought a smile to my face. That was kind of my immediate reaction, feeling. It's one of those feel-good cards, just kind of like the Six of Cups. There's a lot of happiness, of course, in the emotion suit here. But last we saw with the Cups, of course, the Two of Cups is the meeting of the man and the woman. It's kind of like the minor arcana lovers. Well, now we go on to number 3, and this is really, it's 3 women, which reminds me of the triple goddess symbolism. But, this whole sisterhood and that the whole attachment to femininity here is that, in a way, socializing is kind of feminine in nature because, these social connections, they help us survive, but not in this immediate sense. It helps us form, bonds in our identity and, relatives and all these other things. But it really, men, primally, go off and go hunting, and that kind of more predatory survival kind of stuff. So if you really break that down pretty far down, I guess, then that's kind of this whole social aspect, because after the caveman dudes were out done hunting, they come home and they could socialize with their women and their families, form these bonds, clans, tribes, and that, of course, does also strengthen survival, and that's kind of why it's like, I wish I didn't really need to care about people, but unfortunately, we are social creatures through instinct, and we need to make place in our lives for the Three of Cups. So this is really taking this time to celebrate with friends. Now, it does remind me of basically my friends that I've been able to make through not only just the internet in particular, but people who I could share this philosophies with and talk about the left-hand path. Being able to find this outlet to express myself freely and have friends who express themselves freely. And it really is like these 3 people, they have a common goal, and they're standing on this, it's like fruits and vegetables. One's like a pumpkin. One woman is holding looks like a bouquet of vegetables and fruits, and they're just celebrating. So it means that these friends, essentially, they have a common goal, values, and that because of some ambition, so we can apply this in many facets, career, personal, that this has, this is the harvest. This is the fruits of whatever art project. Hey, you started a band together or something, right? And it all comes together. And when people become successful, the whole group does, right? Whatever the name of the band, the the whole band, they're going to be elevated together, and they get to enjoy the fruits of the harvest. So that's a lot of fun, and that these people are also expressing themselves freely. They this is kind of when feelings and emotions line up. So like, let's say that a family member passes away recently. Now you go back to work, and your friends are stopping by and whatever, and they're saying, "Hey, how the fuck are you doing? Are you functioning? And do you need anything?" And that whole thing. And you outwardly say, "I'm fine, I'm handling it well." And I mean, in a way, that's probably true. You're going to work, or you're functioning. But so that's the emotion. That's the outward kind of facade and expression that you put on. Feelings might be a little bit different. It might be like, you just want to scream, but you don't have the energy. It's that depression that is really kind of the way you feel, that maybe you need to have private for a time, and you don't feel like just sharing your deep feelings with your acquaintances, because it's not that kind of deep, spiritual, purposeful connection. So you know what I mean? Like, so the feelings are these personal, what's really, really going on by yourself. And the emotions are kind of that outward expression. Well, in this case, these people, they feel, their feelings and their emotions line up. So they're able to express themselves completely freely, creatively, because their feelings, they were able to articulate, and the feelings that they have, and that is able to have a similarly expressed emotions such as dancing, singing, obviously indulgence. That's what is in these cups, is indulgence. But these cups are emotions, and these are people. So it just reminds me of my friends on the left-hand path, and that it's very amazing, honestly, for me. For many years personally, I just had these feelings, and I didn't really have I didn't know what to do with them. But now that I can just kind of express myself, and just, I guess, document that and put it out there, and know that somebody gets it, and I've made a lot of great friends, and that's what this reminds me of, is when we share ideas, great conversations going on, just being free and kind of and emotional about things. These are people who are able to understand their emotions, understand that our emotions are a huge part of who we are, and it's very important. So Upright, we basically are looking at basically what I've been mentioning. But there's also this aspect of taking this pause before you go on to continue on your way to success. Because this is, even though it is number 3, there's and it's kind of like this is really the preview, but it's like the essence of this whole suit by the time we get to the third one, because 3 is a number of completion. that it is, it's showing us how our emotions should be expressed. And then the planet associated with this is Mercury. And that has to do with, that's the planet of communication. So when things are going well, everybody's been able to communicate freely, and that is really great, because it's, if I communicate something to you, but let's say you don't understand exactly what I'm telling you, maybe you don't believe me, maybe you just tune me out. That's not what communication is. This is this receptive listening kind of thing. And also the sign with this is the Cancer. And Cancer is the most recessive astrological sign. Recessive being, this opens, this really is, that's why I wear silver, and well, today I'm wearing amethyst. But I like a lot of crystals and stones and real silver, because it's recessive, and it opens you up to just a world of new understandings and imagination, psychic abilities that you have to be really recessive for. And now you don't want to be too recessive or recessive forever. This is just one moment in time. But I just thought I'd mention that with those, with their correspondences. So, and here upright, everybody's on the same page, right? All three people. So everybody is an understanding. Let's say one person is drawing, one person makes music, and one person makes a speech, or one person plays the drums, one plays guitar, and then we have the lead singer. Everybody's making a part of this, and without one of these three, it just wouldn't be the same. So everybody's valued, everybody's being listened to. Communication is done effectively, and it's also done with that listening going on. So reversed, this is just that one of the things, well, I usually do a couple interpretations on the reversed, is that you're just kind of like stuck in this moment of not socializing, really. So let's say you have a bad day or whatever, and you don't have anybody to express your feelings to. You don't have somebody that you can send. Let's say you make an amazing Cobb salad for lunch. You don't have some, and you get really excited, and you just want to send that picture to somebody, and you don't fucking know anybody like to care. And it's sad, because we are social animals here, okay? And you need to make, no matter how busy your life is, you have to make time to forge social connections that are open, honest. This is everybody needs to have friends. And that's the reminder here, reversed. On kind of a darker aspect that we can see, if, like for example, if the Five of Swords, or, what was the other one I was thinking of? But the Five of Swords, let's say, comes up with this card, and then we have it reversed. That can kind of mean that it's like a love triangle going on here, that kind of thing, of cheating. But, it could be many different ways. Somebody could be getting cheated out of the money, like we were talking about a band. So the other one person just kind of, they get pushed to the side, and they're not getting listened to anymore, and they're not valued. So fuck them, just give them half a paycheck or whatever. So you know, cheating and deception can be many different kinds of ways depending on, you know, what we're looking at. And so that's just something to be aware of with the reversed. You know, as far as like, let's say, you know, you get this reversed Knight of Cups, you know, that's kind of one of those things that's like, he's a real charmer and he understands his own emotions, and that's part of the charisma that he has crafted, that he shares with many people in personal and intimate ways that you are left unaware of. And so that's that reversed kind of energy. And as far as, I guess, like another one that I can maybe mention would be, if we have this upright and we get something like the Magician next to it, then it could be like a very good indicator that these people they're really good friends, they're friends for so long, that it's just this deep and meaningful kind of friendship that has no preconceived kind of notions about it. And eventually, two of these people are going to be lovers, because part of their journey of that is that they forge a really meaningful friendship first. So, but eventually the Magician, we might as well put, you know, some kind of a Kokopelli or phallus idol on that card in a way, because there's always that magic and fertility element with the Magician, and you know, when I pair him with a lot of different cards like that. So anyway, that's the Three of Cups, and I'll talk to you guys later.